आजकल साइबर क्राइम एक ऐसा विषय हो चुका है कि हम इंटरनेट से कहीं कहीं डरने लगे। इंटरनेट एक ऐसा समुद्र जिसमें जो भी जितना जिसका जितना हो आंचल यहाँ पर उसको सौगात उतनी मिलेगी। जो दिमाग हो, जैसा दिमाग हो, इंटरनेट उसी का है, पानी की तरह उसके मन में ही आ जाता है। हम लोग इतना संभल के यूज करने के बाद भी कई हमारे देश के क्षेत्रों में बैठे हुए इलिटरेटेड अनस्किल्ड लोग टॉयलेट करते करते किसी को लाखों रुपए का चूना लगा सकते हैं। ये केवल इंटरनेट में दम। अदरवाइज किसी की हिम्मत नहीं होती कि आपके बैंक अकाउंट में और या चाकू दिखा के आपको पैसा लूट सके। लेकिन जो नित्य क्रिया करते करते आदमी को लूट सकती है, वो एक ऐसी इंटरनेट है जिसका सावधानी से प्रयोग बहुत जरूरी है। ये सावधानी हमारे कर्मों में होनी चाहिए। गवर्नमेंट की गाइडलाइंस हैं कि गाइडलाइंस आप यूज कीजिए। वक्त वक्त पे कोई ना कोई घटना, ये कहा जाता है कि चोर आगे रहते हैं, पुलिस पीछे रहती है। जब कोई क्राइम कर देता है उसके बाद उसके तरीके खोजे जाते हैं कि ये कैसे कर गया, और हाउ टू स्टॉप इट, हाउ टू प्रिवेंट, हाउ टू गेट देम कल्प्रिट इनटू जेल। लेकिन पहले तो कर जाता है। मैं आप सभी का आयुष समृद्धि की 1261वीं वेबिनार में स्वागत करता हूं। हमारे साथ आदरणीय झा जी हैं, द्विवेदी सर हैं, निशांत जी हैं, हमारे वक्ता आज के सैकत जी हैं, सुपर्णा सान्यान मुखर्जी जी हैं। मैं एक एग्जाम्पल देता हूं जो मेरे साथ घटित हुआ, और ये ऑथेंटिक एग्जाम्पल है, प्रत्यक्षम किम प्रमाणम। अचानक रात को मुझे मालूम पड़ा कि मेरे दोस्तों के फोन आने लगे कि आर यू सेफ। मालूम पड़ा किसी ने मेरा फेसबुक अकाउंट हैक कर लिया था और 10,000 रुपए की सबसे डिमांड कर रहा। डॉक्टर नामदार शर्मा ने तो मुझे फोन किया कि मैंने तो 2,000 भेज दिए तुम्हें तकलीफ में समझ के। तो मुझे शौक लगा कि आजकल हम सब विद्वान हैं, ऐसी हैकिंग के बारे में सचेत हैं। तो मैंने इमीडिएटली साइबर क्राइम में रिपोर्ट की। एक रेफरेंस लेके ज्वाइंट कमिश्नर ऑफ पुलिस कलकत्ता मुरलीधर शर्मा जी के पास गया। बहुत सपोर्ट किया उन्होंने। साइबर क्राइम लालबाग के लाल बाजार के साइबर क्राइम में मुझे भेजा। और भेजने के बाद एक और आश्चर्य की बात लगी कि मेरा केस तो बहुत छोटा था। वहां वाइस चांसलर, डीआईजी, आईजी सबके फोन हैक हो चुके हैं। और उस दिन जो केस चल रहा था वो एक और ग्रैंड हैकिंग का था जिसका नाम है रैंसम रैंसम सॉफ्टवेयर। उन्होंने किसी कंपनी में रैंसम सॉफ्टवेयर घुसा दिया, उसकी पूरी फंक्शनलिटी बंद हो गई, और मालूम पड़ा कि देवर आस्किंग फॉर 2.5 करोड़ ऑफ रुपीज इन बिटकॉइन और सम अदर करेंसी टू रिजॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम। तो आप सोचिए, किसी एक सिंगल के बैंक अकाउंट से लेके और कोई एक इंस्टीट्यूशन को पूरा ठप कर देना, ये केवल इंटरनेट के द्वारा हो सकता है। जब तक इंटरनेट जीवन में नहीं थी, कई चीजें नहीं थी, अच्छी भी नहीं थी, बुरी भी नहीं थी, लेकिन तनाव भी नहीं। आज हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि हमारा मोबाइल सुरक्षित है। जितनी ऐप हम डाउनलोड करते हैं वो लगातार डेटा भेजती रहती हैं अपने मैन्युफैक्चरर को। हाउ कैन वी से, ऐसे ही एक ट्रू कॉलर के बारे में कहावत थी कि ट्रू कॉलर आपका डेटा लेके और दूसरों को देता है। तो वो भी एक बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है। तो कैसे बचें, क्या हम करें कि हमारा मोबाइल हमारा रहे, बैंक हमारा रहे, हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर हमारा रहे, कम से कम अनजान कोई जाम तारा का आदमी उसको हैक न कर सके। इन्हीं बातों के लिए मैं डॉक्टर सैकत कुमार बसु को सादर आमंत्रित करता हूं। डॉक्टर सैकत बसु,
Thank you.
स्वागत।
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sharma. It's a privilege once again to be on your platform. I am not a IT professional. The IT professional that we tried to include today was she's not available. So that's why I just took up the lead as a general person of dealing with these challenges. This is a very serious challenge that we have, faced in our modern times, as Dr. Sharma has very nicely illustrated, that then when there was no internet, there was a lot of other challenges, but we didn't have these online frauds and other things. But this is a part of the technology. Like if we today, in today's world, we cannot live without internet, our mobile connection, networks and stuff. And adjoining with these technology, there are challenges that we have to face. There are a few things that we could do to avoid, to the best of our ability, to overcome these challenges. But as I will explain, we have few bad habits which actually helps in this process of online fraud and stuff that we are supporting without even knowing it. This is number one. And the second part is, we are vulnerable. I want to make this very clear. I'm not an IT professional, but what I have learned from IT professional is that your data is not safe anywhere, anywhere in the world, even USA or wherever you go. Whatever database you have, whatever the things, sensitive information you have, nothing is safe on the internet, because someone somewhere down there is working on in a way to develop a key, which is a software, to break into your system. This is happening all over the world. China is a leading country in this global fraud, followed by Nigeria in Africa, and India is a global leader, a global guru in online fraud. We have already attended a big name in the international market because of that. But why is this happening? Why is this not happening so frequently in Western countries? Why is it so happening so frequently in India and other countries? I've left us out other countries. Let's take this example of India compared to other Western countries. India is no longer a developing country. India is a developed nation. But why we are being exposed to this great fraud, that we are being exposed to the internet, is because one of the things that our government is not doing is they are not putting enough money or investing enough money on internet security. This security, I cannot do it. This security, Dr. Sharma cannot do it. Dr. Agnihotri cannot do it. There are a few things that are like firewall protection system that the government of India needs to put in for protecting the customers. Many times you will see even government websites are hacked. A huge number of Aadhaar cards and other data things are stolen. And to tell you the truth, this Facebook, Instagram, all these agencies that they work, and all these companies which make billions and trillions of dollars throughout the year, they themselves are involved in this kind of fraud. They are selling our addresses, our details to various companies. Many times Mark Zuckerberg and other chief of the administration of these premier institutes have been called by the US Congress, where they have apologized for their mistake. But this is not a mistake. This is a planned thing that they do. And this has a far-reaching implication way beyond cyber crime. It is an investigation into our personal life, about your choices, what you like, what you dislike, which political party you like, what kind of sites you like, what kind of food you prefer, what kind of books you prefer, which websites you like, which, what kind of retailers that you deal with, what are the stock markets that you frequently visit. Every time you make a Google search, Google, Facebook, Instagram, all are making through their very powerful network, is creating a pattern for you. Say, for example, if you are searching for Ram Janmabhoomi, say, if you put 2 or 3 searches, you will see, whether you are searching for YouTube, whether you are searching for Google, they will be, even before searching, they will be providing you with tons of scores of information on Ram Janmabhoomi, tons of videos and YouTubes that will come on the related information. How they are knowing? They have generated algorithms where they will identify your preferences, and based on your preferences, they will provide you with multiple choices. We are so happy that on a few strokes of a approach, we are getting so much of resources and material, but unknowingly, our information is being stolen every day. This is happening all over the world. Nothing much we could do about it, because the biggest giant companies are involved in this process. Because most of these large political parties these days are dependent on Google, Facebook, and all other service providers for getting a profile of people who are visiting these sites, to know their political preferences, to know their ideologies, to know their likings, what banks they like, what market they like. Everything, every single information is being provided. And what else stupid things that we are doing? Like, this is a Facebook age. And Facebook has not requested you to provide every single details of your personal life. But if you go into Facebook, you will see someone who has recently got an Aadhaar card. He has proudly posted the Aadhaar card. Someone has recently got an PAN card. They are proudly posting their PAN card. Wherever you are going, every hotel, every place that you are going, wherever you are staying, you are giving every possible details on the Facebook, taking pictures, sharing with your friends. But other than your friends and colleagues, there are lots of people who are getting to get a peep out of your house. They can see what is your economic status, because you are visiting big places, big hotels. Everything that you are posting, particularly related to your personal life, knowingly or unknowingly, has an impact. This helps for scammers and fishers. These are experts who work on this hacking program to profile you. They are tracking you, they are following you. If you are spending money everywhere, you are putting, some people even put their internet bills and everything, whatever credit card payments that they have made. Oh, I have went to this hotel and I paid this and this lakh rupees for this first class stay. I'm posting those on the internet. So if you are doing this repeatedly, and not that these people are uneducated, one of the most educated people, CEOs of the companies, we have a habit of showing off. We want to show others how much more money I am making, how much more successful I am. So I'm posting more and more unintended information about my personal life, about my children, about their destination, where they're going, which university they are going, what houses they're living, what is their address, what is their phone number, email, everything we are providing, knowingly or unknowingly. And there are people or hackers who are tracking you. So they have softwares that can generate all these kind of information. And by collecting this information, then an imposter can work like you. There are numerous softwares now which can mimic your voice. Artificial intelligence can mimic a male person is talking, but when you are picking up the phone, you will receive a very nice female voice. This is generated to the softwares. There are various softwares where the police will not be able to detect from where you are contacting, from where you are communicating. Numerous softwares are coming up every day. And there are people who are extremely intelligent, extremely brilliant. They develop various kinds of programs, like viruses and other malwares, spamwares, which they are releasing into the internet. And if you are not careful enough, this will get and stick into your system. So if you are doing too much financial transaction in big amounts through your phone, you are making a mistake. I don't think it is a very good idea to, if you are doing lakhs of worth of rupees of transaction over your phone, and that's not a very good idea. Maybe your laptop would be a better solution. And then also you need to have very much protective software that's to be loaded, and this increases your cost of maintaining your softwares. If you are doing huge transactions over your phone, today or tomorrow it is going to be picked up by someone, unless you have very high quality software protecting these transactions. Sometimes we are paying money online, and you will see over insecure networks. Sometimes we have very little time on the airports. You are using the guest network of an international airport, where you are paying some money through your credit card. These are actually not recommended. You should be like, the more and more we are moving towards electronic money from hard cash, because we do not want to carry cash, the more and more we are vulnerable. Because if you are using on guest networks, particularly on international airports, on malls, or other public places which are free, and you can do huge transactions through there, but they are not secured. So someone can track you down, someone can intercept, and someone can cause you grave problem and grave challenges. And while more and more dark softwares are coming out into the market, more and more people are working on these online frauds, it is becoming extremely challenging. One of the pertinent example from India is the Jamtara gang from Jharkhand. A few uneducated people learned those technology. They even started a so-called university there. Every household in Jamtara became involved in this online scam, and it became an all India scam and even reached outside in other countries. When I moved to India, my bank in Canada told me, please do not use your credit card anywhere in India, because there is a high chance that this credit card will get cloned, and there will be someone who will introduce virus or a software to break in the code of USA or Canada and get into the bank and cause great harm. Now, this is financial loss. There are security losses. Many times you will hear about that the US defense system has been broken open. Some hackers have moved into the and collected sensitive information. Same in India. All this time these are happening. Possibly the government take initiative in protecting our defense secure system and stuff. But for common places, this Paytm, ATM, Google Play, all these things that we are using, are these secure? Can Google vouch for us that there is no leakage of information? You will see they will never agree to saying or accepting the responsibility. They will always say that this is vulnerable. And this is vulnerable because there are multitudes of brilliant people who are working on these, and because this is an easy way of earning cash in huge amount, so there is investment from a large number of companies professionally to do that. One of the IT expert once told me, this is unconfirmed, I cannot prove this, but they told me, you will see that one day a big computer company is saying, oh, our softwares are getting targeted by this particular virus. And this is true. Many of the customers are saying that they're having trouble in we could not open files, or if they open files, their files are all corrupted. And the company will say, we are so sorry, this problem is happening, we are looking for a solution. And say within 15 days, 20 days, they launch an antivirus software. Now, many IT professionals tells me that these software, these malwares are generated not only by this ordinary person from China, South Korea, or India. These giant companies hire people, provide them secure section in attacking these computers, because then it will create a global panic. It creates a panic on the stock markets, and then they will send this antivirus software at a very high price. So this is a business. No one can prove this. I have been told by many IT companies that this is the reason. It is like a key, right? You have a lock and a key. The software, they will change the lock in a way that your key does not fit in anymore. So you have to get a new key or a new lock to unlock your files and stuff. And then you have to pay money. Maybe individually it's $100, $150, $200 is not too huge. But if you consider your millions of customers around the world who are buying this, then at the same time, you can understand the millions and billions and trillions of dollars that these companies are making. For all the Google, Facebook, Instagram postings and stuff that we do, where you have to register, provide your personal information, date of birth, etc., do you think these are secured? I can assure you nothing is secured, because these companies, they will never accept, but they sell it to other companies. How do you think so many banks call you every day? Sir, do you want a loan? Do you want this? Do you want that? Or everything? How are people getting to know about these personal details about you? It's because these companies where we have shared is breaching the trust, and they're selling this to other companies to make money. So they have no, I mean, on the surface, they will say big things about, ethics and purity of data and security of data. WhatsApp says it is end-to-end encrypted and things like that. But I can promise you, even not by an IT professional, that nothing is secured in this web. Everything is vulnerable. Someone somewhere is working to break into your system. Now, I am not an interesting person for them, because I am not a parliamentarian. I'm not an industrialist. I do not hold a high position. So today I am not being targeted. But tomorrow, when you become someone of importance, or you hold an office of importance, you will officially become, target of hackers and stuff. So various governments also hire hackers who are called ethical hackers to work on these issues and these problems. I sincerely feel that the government of India is not investing enough money in our internet security. As India is moving from an age of hard currency towards digital money, the Western countries invest billions of dollars on these security issues, on this online security. The government of India, I do not think, spend enough money on this online security stuff. And that's why it is becoming such a serious problem every day that each of one of us are facing in various forms. Sometimes it is misinformation, sometimes it is disinformation, sometimes it is stealing your identity, sometimes it is loading malware, spamware, softwares, harmful to your system that can damage your system. And as Dr. Sharma mentioned, that sometimes these are ransomwares where they're asking for huge money. Sometimes they are tracking. Say, for example, I learned about an individual on the newspaper that he used to frequent various pornographic sites. So somewhere they captured him over the camera and they took his picture and sent him over email asking that unless he spent 5,000 or $10,000, they will expose his visit to the website to all the contacts in his email so that he will be humiliated socially. So people are making adjustments, not calling the police, even for social security. This has even moved towards child pornography and even exploitation of men and women, where people are being forced to perform pornographic acts. These are being recorded and then being scattered across on the net for money. And people are becoming vulnerable, happening in Eastern Europe, happening in India, happening in Asia, Africa, Latin America, happening in United States of America, which is considered to be high security. So this high security is in only in terms of a very relative term. You are secure today until someone founds a software to break into your system. And there are people who are working into this system. And we know very little of this internet that we are being exposed. In India, our net lines, our connecting lines are overloaded. Say it is like you have a highway where on an hour 2,000 car can pass or 5,000 car can pass, but our distributors have sold this to 15,000 people. So 15,000 vehicles are passing through this one particular highway, information highway at one point of time. So there is traffic jam, there is slowing of the internet, and there is ample opportunity of hacking. People are moving into this system, and in many countries there is official training. Like, this is not given by the government, but under the table there are corrupt section of some of the government, even big companies with big names and big stakes on the international market are involved in training hackers or supporting hackers to continue this, because this also keep them on business. So this has been causing a havoc on the global economy. This has been causing a havoc on your personal life, on your personal security, as well as your security with respect to, like, for example, GPS. It is so easy now to travel from one place to another, but at the same time, if someone has placed a GPS on you, high-tech, every time you are going somewhere, they are tracking you. You don't even know. Whenever you are at home, when you are getting out of your home, this is a security feature, but others are using it for tracking you. So many times murders or other kidnappings and things could happen just because they can track you so good. Like, the mobile has become, or our high power telephone or iPhones have become an office for us who are working. But at the same time, they have also provided a criminal tool for criminals, goons, who are using for cheating people, for targeting people, for kidnapping and all other purposes, spy cameras and everything that is being. So our personal life is being not kept personal anymore. We are partly responsible for that. Our government is partly responsible for that. And we are victim of a system, in the sense that there is not much that we could do. The police, as we talk about, there was no IT professional. There was, at a time, none of the police departments around the world, they all have forensic experts, but none of them had IT experts. But now the police are hiring IT experts because they need IT expert support for solving this crime. An ordinary policeman cannot track a phone line, cannot track which part of the internet or hacker has worked. So they need your programmers, they need IT professionals to help them to do that. But unfortunately, most of these professionals are hired on temporary basis, on a case-to-case basis by the police department, because they do not want to invest money in having IT professionals being integrated into the police service or the military services. So this is not a very robust, constituent system. Few of the police departments now have IT professionals, but we need way more IT professionals than forensic experts now in the police department to deal with cyber crimes, which is leading to threatening, kidnapping, cheating, fraud, harassments. As Dr. Sharma mentioned about Truecaller. Truecaller is a wonderful software that helps you to identify any unknown phone. But it is true, there has been many complaints about Truecaller, that the same Truecaller is sending your personal information to other people or providing a link to your phone while they are providing a service. So who would you trust? All even big companies there said are a big part of this, and the dark web, which is a part of the darkest part of our internet. We know very little about this. Nothing is being taught in our colleges, nothing that we get to know in the institution, nothing much information the government provides. All we are told that be very careful, do not leave loose information, do not share your password, do not share your codes, OTP codes with others and stuff. But people do share, and as you share, as you exchange this information, you never know who is picking up what. And if you are a man of importance, if you have money, if you have prestige in the society, if you are a celebrity, if you are a politician, if you are a bureaucrat, you are at, or a high government position officer, then you are at high risk. People will like to target you more for this particular purpose. And also, unfortunately, we divulge on our own too much information, our personal life on the net, sharing it with our friends, and you never know when you are posting where it is going. Although Facebook and others will say this is restricted to your friends and stuff, these are all bullshit, because I told you that there is no system which is secure. So it is our personal responsibility, and also a responsibility on our part to push pressure on the governments, our local legislative assembly, parliamentarians, everyone to create more laws, implement them, to make our police forces more vigilant, and to push the government to make more serious investments on online investments. So that you put more money on online security nationally, so that we can protect ourselves. India barely invests money on online security. This needs to change as the country is moving from hard currency to electronic currency. This is very important. Our banks are vulnerable, your accounts are vulnerable, our information is vulnerable. The government of India needs to invest a huge amount in this. Western countries spends billions of dollars on internet security, and that's why their system is secured. And in spite of that, there are still frauds, there are still challenges that they are facing, but still it is much lesser than the problems that we face here. People here, the ATM machine frauds are causing people, like, you take your money out, once you are leaving, they are taking your imprint and they are taking your money out. So it has become so easy that unless the government takes really research-wise serious step, this is not only going to impact you and me, this is impacting very people in the very high offices, like our army chief or our chief ministers or even the high-level ministers and stuff. So everyone has to take responsibility, particularly the government has to be very vigilant and invest money on online security, both for the national security as well as for economic security. Same is for the military, same is for the police forces and paramilitary forces. For our security purposes, we need to invest heavily on internet security. With all this, I request everyone to be vigilant, not to share your personal information with others, even if it is your relative and stuff. It is not a good idea. Never share your personal information. Do not post your personal pictures on the internet. You may think that most of people love it. Most of people are only jealous of you. They're only swearing at you once they see your pictures. Maybe when they say there's, oh, lovely picture of your honeymoon trip, but they are all jealous. So there is no point in showing off to other people what your personal life is. Keep your personal life personal. Only put professional things or your hobby things that do not connect you to your personal life. Thank you. I appreciate for giving me this opportunity. I've been a filler, as I am not an IT expert, but I try to share my experience with others so that it helps you and makes you a little bit aware of the scale of the problem that we are facing. Thank you very much.
I would like to love this filler.
Thank you. Thank you.
What else the speaker could have told us? What else? Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Revantri sir.
Really, I would like to know that who may be the other person known as an IT professional. When Saket Kumar Basu touched all the sector areas, I am scared and I am afraid that I should know that where we IRES persons stand, whether this IRES academic program is going on properly or not, because we have also been hiked with the Zoom bombarding. So
we don't know what is happening behind us. So
Yeah.
particularly if it is a financial transaction, particularly if it is a political discussion, particularly if it deals with security features, then you are more vulnerable. This is still a very general one, but every time, every time you are visiting the internet, you are leaving a digital footprint, they say. IT
Right.
experts say that every time you are visiting, even by not doing anything, you are leaving a digital footprints, and there are people who are picking these footprints, and if they think that you are vulnerable, if they think that you are person of importance to them, they will try and exploit you. So it's a very,
Right.
very dangerous situation, and sometimes there is nothing much we could do. There is very little that we can do.
You
Big
very
countries are
kindly
having huge
informed us
issues and
and
problems.
alerted us regarding the GPS system, because person used to go and take the help of this GPS map for routes. So it may also
Yeah,
be a
like
cause of
like
attacking.
the
Yeah.
routes that you go, everything is kept recorded. Wherever you are going, which routes you are like, you never know
Apart
if
from
someone has
financial.
put a
Yeah.
GPS tracker on your car, and they may be like a kidnapper can track and follow whenever you are at home, wherever you are going. Say, for example,
Mm.
no one know if you are home. As soon as you connect your WhatsApp and you connect someone, they will know that you are back in home. And if they are targeting you at home, then you are becoming vulnerable. So all these systems, and I can promise you, IT professionals told me no system anywhere is secured. All systems are vulnerable. All
Oh,
what is secure today is vulnerable tomorrow.
क्या बात, क्या बात.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, NCISM of Ayurveda is also taking benefit of this, because Google timeline, tracker, Google, Google is
Really
tracking
great.
you everywhere. That is tracking you everywhere. And various softwares are available that husband can put into the wife's mobile, or
Right,
wife can
right,
put
right.
into
I
husband's
now
mobile to
request
check.
Professor Sanyal Mukherjee to highlight a little bit of the sociological aspect of this, of this internet fraud and cyber crimes. She will be better able to highlight on the social aspect. So I would request her, if she is
Welcome,
available.
welcome, Dr.
Yeah, yeah,
Suparna.
yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome, Dr. Suparna ji. Welcome.
Thank
Great.
you very
Great
much.
to see you again.
And good evening to all. Okay, so today's topic is very interesting, and it is the burning topic nowadays. So, the cyber crime and social justice in the point of sociological aspect. So, here, if we can look into the matter, the before invent of computer, there is no cyber crime. But cyber is needed because we need computer, we need the computer interaction, and our new generation also need it for their study purposes, for their day-to-day life sustenance activities, and every point of view. But at the same time, the human brain is very active. This brain is always attacking. So how to do the crime just because of monetary gain? So these cyber crimes originated from the gain of the financial aspect, nothing more than that. At the same time, the ifteasing. We have noticed that previously, when the cyber crime was not there, there was a ifteasing was going on. Because the young generation is always attracted to the female side. At the same time, how they attract those females, there was a ifteasing. But when the computer, this internet system has come, this it isn't absolutely stopped, but the crime has developed through the cyber, because it is very accessible to the young generation. All have the mobiles, and they can use this cyber crime through their mobile points of view. And moreover, the young generation is more effective and useful to this uses this tool, because it is their tool which they are using every day and every days of life. But if we can look into the matter, why they are doing such, and during this cybercrime, it has happened, the suicide rate has increased, especially in the West Bengal. If we can look back to the last 3 years data, there was a 3,000 per year. So it is the 9,000 to 10,000 suicide rate has increased. So what are the types of cybercrime? These people are interested in the cryptojacking. So the crypts there, I'm writing from here in the India, and that writing, what I am writing to my friends or to my colleagues or to my partner, whatever. So this typing was copying over there. So they can know the information. At the same time, the identity hacking. So identity hacking, in that case, they are hacking your bank account, your data, your everything. So when they are hacking, that means the password also they can know. So we can see that there is no balance in my account everywhere. So it has happened with me. The one experience I can say, I can share over the year. So there was a letter from the RBI. mm, so that RBI letter, I was just shocked how the RBI letter has come to me, and the email, the same email from the RBI only. So I had taken the printout and I visited to the RBI and there's asked that whether it has been come from your office. So they said no, it is not my signature, and it is the hacking. At the same time, the International Monetary Fund, what they used to do, that they used to transfer the money for the better work, for the development of the social work. So when they are said that, yes, you have achieved such and such, your project has been sanctioned and you will get the 1.8 billions of dollars. So how it is the online process? What is happening? So they are transferring money, and I'm seeing that they are transferring money through the cyber system. But when it has been $1 billion has been transferred in my account, they stop the transferring. So immediately, the fellow called me, please. For the rest purposes, you deposit the 7 lakhs of rupees. So I said, why? Because it is the cyber system is not accepting. So you need the security deposit. So I think that it is absolutely fraud. So then and then I stopped the matter. So this way the cyber crime is going on, and they are basically the young generation provoked their female counterpart through this cyber crime. Why they are doing? Just because they are getting the attraction. At the same time, the business person, they are doing for the business purpose, grabbing money, but the young generation is doing for their just tenacity to do that. So what will be the result? They don't know. For that reason, in the sociological aspect, I can say that it is a social crime. The social crime is going on in each and every sector. That's why the criminal activities is going on. It has been developed. At the same time, the some suicide rate has been developed, and all those things are very activated through this cybercrime. So this is the point of view that the parents, the other, the learned person, the learned people, they should interact the young generation, and they should give some ideological point of view to avoid this cybercrime. Because at the same time, as a sociological point of view, they should realize the social justice, why we are doing, what is the net benefit we are getting. Those are doing this crime, they should be the more aware, because by cheating, by criminal activities to grab money, it is a very social aspect and social crime. So we should protect the people through the awareness generating program. Why it is happening, the root cause, we should go to the root cause. We should develop the ideological point of view. There should be a proper education. We should not do the cybercrime because we need the computer. Without computer, we cannot live a fraction of second. So when it is a useful tools for developing our country, for developing our social belongings. So we should not destroy it. We should protect it. So if we can if we can taught from the family background, so they should not do it. The people, those who are doing it, they should be properly treated, and they should get the proper education, the proper network system, the proper belongings. So they should not do it. Still, it is our responsibility to develop and to protect our society from this cybercrime. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much. Really, both of you are at tempo, excellent speaker on any topic. You can, with the kind permission of अग्निहोत्री sir, यदि 10 मिनट मुझे दें तो मैं भी एक प्रेजेंटेशन पेश करना चाहता हूं।
जी जी, स्वागत है, स्वागत है। आपने पहले मेंशन किया कि आप भी सफर हो गए थे और ये बड़ा बर्निंग इशू है और सभी लोग को बड़ा अलर्ट रहना चाहिए, तो जरूरी है। जी स्वागत।
अपना प्रेजेंटेशन शुरू करने के पहले हैदराबाद पुलिस की मैं प्रिवेंशन टिप जरूर बोलना चाहूंगा। सबसे पहले तो स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड यूज कीजिए, सबसे पहले। नंबर दूसरा, एक्टिविटी और फायरवॉल। यदि लैपटॉप है, कंप्यूटर है, तो फायरवॉल को एक्टिवेट कीजिए। यूज एंटीवायरस मालवेयर सॉफ्टवेयर। ब्लॉक स्पाईवेयर अटैक्स। यदि आपका सॉफ्टवेयर बोलता है कोई स्पाईवेयर अटैक हुआ है तो उसको ब्लॉक कर दीजिए। बी सोशल मीडिया सेवी। सेवी मीन्स आप थोड़ा सा संभल के उपयोग करें उसका तो बेटर है। बिना संभले यूज करना आपके लिए बहुत ही खतरनाक है। आपकी मोबाइल डिवाइसेस को भी सिक्योर कीजिए एंटीवायरस से, और जो भी डाउनलोड कर रहे हैं, जो भी ऐप डाउनलोड कर रहे हैं, वो एक ट्रस्टेड सोर्स से करेंगे तो ज्यादा बेटर होगा। आजकल तो गूगल प्ले से भी वायरस डाउनलोड होते हैं। इंस्टॉल द लेटेस्ट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम अपडेट्स। जो आपके मोबाइल में या लैपटॉप में लेटेस्ट ऑपरेशन सिस्टम अपडेट आती हैं, उनको जरूर आप अपडेट करते चलिए। आपका डेटा प्रोटेक्ट कीजिए। यदि हो सकता है फाइनेंशियल का तो रिकॉर्ड कीजिए, अदर लोकेशन में रखिए जिससे आदमी इजीली ना खोज पाए। सिक्योर और वायरलेस नेटवर्क, इसमें हॉटस्पॉट, वायरलेस नेटवर्क, ये लैन, ये जितने वायरलेस नेटवर्क हैं, इनको आप पूरा सिक्योर करके रखिए। लेकिन जैसा सैकत जी ने कहा कि कोई भी चीज, कोई भी सिस्टम, कोई भी देश का कोई सिक्योर्ड नहीं है, और ये जमाने का नियम है, चोर आगे है, पुलिस पीछे है। चोर क्राइम कर जाता है, पुलिस उसके प्रोटेक्शन और प्रिवेंशन के तरीके खोजती है। प्रोटेक्ट योर ई आइडेंटिटी। अपनी आइडेंटिटी प्राइवेसी सेटिंग अच्छी तरह करके रखिए। अवॉइड बीइंग स्कैम्ड, मतलब दूसरे की अननोन फाइल पे क्लिक मत कीजिए। जो भी किसी ने कोई फाइल भेजी हो, अननोन फाइल पे क्लिक मत कीजिए जिससे आपका डेटा चला जाए। और कॉल द राइट पर्सन फॉर हेल्प, ये आखिरी एक बात है जो हमें ध्यान रखनी चाहिए। मैं यदि बात करूं, बहुत लंबा प्रेजेंटेशन है लेकिन मैं पवन गति से जाना पसंद करूंगा। बहुत सारे कानून बने। साइबर क्राइम हम जानते हैं, कंप्यूटर क्राइम, ई क्राइम, हाईटेक क्राइम, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक क्राइम, क्या क्या नाम रख दिए, सब बहुत नाम है। टेक्नोलॉजी, ह्यूमन एरर, जो मतलब कैसे वल्नरेबल नहीं है कंप्यूटर, यही नहीं समझ में आता। आज हमारा सामान दूसरे के नजरों में है और दूसरे के हाथों में है। जब चाहे वो हमारे बेडरूम में घुस के और हमें आराम से धमकी दे सकता है। डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ साइबर क्राइम में वेब जैकिंग, हैकिंग, इंफॉर्मेशन, ईमेल बॉम्बिंग, अभी में हमें जूम बॉम्बिंग हुई, सलामी अटैक्स, डिनाइल ऑफ सर्विस अटैक्स, ट्रोजन अटैक्स, क्रेडिट कार्ड फ्रॉड, साइबर पोर्नोग्राफी, सेल ऑफ इलीगल आर्टिकल्स, ऑनलाइन गैम्बलिंग। अभी पकड़ा गया कोई मृत्युंजय ऐप का, कि कौन सी ऐप का, महादेव ऐप का पकड़ा गया। मेरे बंगाल में भी पकड़े गए कई, जिन्होंने करोड़ों रुपया अपनी खाट के नीचे बना रखा था केवल 2 साल में इन एप्स के द्वारा। तो कमाल की कमाई है इनमें। ईमेल स्पूफिंग, फॉर्जरी, डिफेमेशन, साइबर स्टॉकिंग, फिशिंग, साइबर टेररिज्म, माने जाने कितने सारे, मैं इनके डिटेल में नहीं जा रहा हूं, सब जानते हैं। कार्डिंग, बोट्स, फिशिंग, वायरस। अब वायरस माने एक प्रोग्राम, मेरा मानना तो ये है इसमें कि बुरा मत मानिएगा, मैं किसी को डिफेम नहीं कर रहा हूं, लेकिन ये खाली समय में एंटीवायरस कंपनियां ही वायरस बना के छोड़ती हैं कि जिससे डिसीज भी पैदा हो जाए और हमें बिक्री भी ज्यादा हो। अब ये कितने सारे वायरस आप सोचिए, आर्मोर्ड वायरस, कंपेरियन वायरस, पॉलीमॉर्फिक वायरस। जैसे हमारे कोविड-19 का वो था, ऐसे ही पॉलीमॉर्फिक वायरस भी आ गए। अब आप समझिए, मतलब आदमी का दिमाग कहाँ तक, खाली दिमाग शैतान का घर। जितने ये खाली बैठे हैं हैकर्स, उनका काम ही ये है कि किस तरह से विध्वंस मचाया जाए, अच्छे भले शांति के समाज में, और तकलीफें पैदा की जाए। साइबर थ्रेट्स भी हैं, बहुत सारी न्यू इंटरनेट थ्रेट आ गई है। कंप्यूटर नीड्स इंटरनेट सिक्योरिटी, एंटी मालवेयर सॉल्यूशन आ गए। स्पैम, ये भी एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है हमारी ईमेल की। कई तरह के स्पैम आते हैं जो मतलब कैंसिलेबल, अनसेंट स्पैम। एक सिंगल मैसेज है, 20-25 आदमियों को भेज दिया, तो वो कई स्पैम ऐसे हैं कि जो हम चाह के भी अलग हटा नहीं पाते। इंसिडेंट यदि बात करूं तो बहुत सारे इंसिडेंट अपने इंडिया में होते हैं इसके। हम बहुत, और इतने एक्ट बन गए आज की डेट में, इतने एक्ट बन गए हैं कि आप किसी न किसी एक्ट में अपना केस दर्ज करा सकते हैं, बशर्ते आप सही आदमी तक पहुंच जाएं, साइबर क्राइम। लेकिन इसमें भी ये शर्त नहीं है कि आपका पैसा वापस आएगा कि नहीं, आपका जो नुकसान हुआ है वो वापस आएगा कि नहीं। क्योंकि करने वाला, जैसे बसों में पॉकेट मारी करने वाले पर्स अपना दूसरे को पकड़ा के बड़े इनोसेंट सज जाते हैं और पर्स लेके दूसरा आदमी भग जाता है, सेम ऐसे ही इस आईटी वाले में है कि जिसने भी क्राइम किया वो तो आराम से इनोसेंट रहता है और दूसरा आदमी को वो पकड़ा देता है। तो बहुत सारे कितने सारे सेक्शन 65, 66, 67, 70, ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी एंड प्राइवेसी, ये सब साइबर क्राइम आईटी एक्ट 2000 में बन चुके हैं। अब तो साइबर क्राइम के लिए और ज्यादा कानून मोदी सरकार ने बनाए हैं। ये निश्चित हम लोगों को उसका अध्ययन एक बार जरूर करना चाहिए, किस कानून में क्या क्या है, पनिशमेंट क्या है। 2 लाख तक का, 3 साल तक की जेल, नॉन अवेलेबल, कॉग्निजेबल, ये सब चीजों की हमें जानकारी आज अलर्ट रखने के लिए होना चाहिए। सेक्शन 67 में पोर्नोग्राफी आती है, जिसमें हमारे बच्चे बड़े इन्वॉल्व हैं। इसके बाद कई हैं, सेंडिंग थ्रेटनिंग मैसेज बाय ईमेल, 503 आईपीसी लग जाती है, ये आईपीसी के रूल हैं। डिफेमेटरी मैसेज बाय ईमेल 499 और 500 आईपीसी लग जाती है। तो ये सभी लोगों के लिए जानने की बात है। बोगस वेबसाइट, साइबर फ्रॉड 420 लगती है, ईमेल स्पूफिंग 416, 417, ऐसे ये हम लोगों के सामान्य नागरिकों के जानने लायक मात्र इतनी बात है कि हर चीज के लिए एक कानून बना हुआ है। आज हैकर्स बच नहीं सकते यदि वो ट्रेस हो जाए, बस शर्त इतनी है कि उनको ट्रेस हो जाना चाहिए। और कई सेक्शन आईपीसी में भी है, साइबर आईटी एक्ट में भी है, साइबर क्राइम एक्ट में भी है। तो बहुत सारे कई सारे केस हैं, ये मैं अब डिटेल रात को नहीं जाना चाहता। मतलब मुझे तो यह इसमें मालूम पड़ा कि एफआईआर नंबर 76 पीएस पार्लियामेंट स्ट्रीट में सोनिया गांधी जी को, आदरणीय सोनिया गांधी जी को थ्रेटनिंग दी गई थी, एक ये मिशन रेवेंज के लिए। केस रिफेज हुआ और मालूम पड़ा जो पकड़ा गया उसने अपने 84 राइट्स में पेरेंट्स को खोया था, केवल इसका बदला लेने के लिए थ्रेट ले ली। देखिए वो, जैसे अभी मैडम कह रही थी कि आदमी जुनून में करता है इसको, कोई फायदा है कि नहीं मालूम नहीं उसको, नुकसान है कि नहीं मालूम नहीं उसको, लेकिन करता है दूसरे को छेड़ने के लिए, दूसरे को तड़पाने के लिए और जुनून के लिए। साइबर क्राइम के ऑनलाइन चैलेंज हैं बहुत सारे बहुत सारे। कॉमन फॉर्म ऑफ ऑनलाइन ट्रेड, मतलब ये इतना डिटेल वर्ल्ड है कि 10 मिनट में समझना नहीं सकता है। लेकिन फिर भी मैं आखिरी बात करूं, ट्रस्ट बेस्ड टू वायरलेस सिक्योरिटी, आप दूसरा तोड़ ना पाए। रिकमेंडेड साइबर सेफ्टी टिप, आखिरी में फिर वही बोलूंगा, यूज एंटीवायरस सॉफ्टवेयर, चेंज पासवर्ड फ्रीक्वेंटली, इंसर्ट फायरवॉल्स, adopt regular scanning against spyware, install software patches, uninstall unnecessary software immediately. आपने देखा होगा आपके मोबाइल में, आपको एक बार अच्छा लगा, आपने डाउनलोड करके रख लिया, उसको जिंदगी में फिर यूज नहीं किया, एक दो बार में मन भर गया, काम खत्म हो गया, उसको निकाल बाहर कीजिए. सेपरेट यूजर अकाउंट्स, मेंटेन बैकअप, चेक सिक्योरिटी सेटिंग और परफॉर्म आईटी ऑडिट्स. बहुत बहुत आभार मुझे समय देने के लिए अग्निहोत्री सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
आप, इट वाज अ ग्रेट इन्फॉर्मेटिव. आपने बहुत जानकारियां दी और सभी लीगल जानकारियां दी हैं. बस लेकिन बचने का सादा यही है कि मतलब सेफ्टी फर्स्ट, खुद अपने को प्रिकॉशन रखिए, खुद अलर्ट रहिए और कम से कम इंटरनेट का इस्तेमाल कम से कम हो जहां पर कि हम दूसरे की चीजें लेते हैं या शेयर करते हैं. और
आज की
स्पेशली
लेडीज का सर फैशन हो गया है शान मारने के लिए कि
जी
आप
जी
डेबिट कार्ड से पेमेंट क्यों नहीं करते. मेरे को इस शब्द पे बड़ा इरिटेशन होता
हाँ,
है कि डेबिट कार्ड कहीं हम दूसरी जगह जैसे नॉर्मल पेमेंट में यूज कर रहे हैं. मालूम पड़ा, अभी खबर आई थी कि एक पेट्रोल पंप वाले ने अपने उससे क्लोनिंग सॉफ्टवेयर लगा रखा था, आपका क्रेडिट कार्ड क्लोन हो जाता था.
जी
ऐसे
जी
ये किसी बड़े डिपार्टमेंटल स्टोर में क्लोन हो जाता था. तो हम तो डेबिट कार्ड कभी यूज नहीं करना चाहिए. मेरा मानना है ऑनलाइन में क्रेडिट कार्ड की तो एक लिमिट रहती है कि आपकी लिमिट है ₹1,00,000, कोई नुकसान कितना पहुंचा पाएगा, ₹1,00,000 तक का. लेकिन यदि मालूम पड़ा आपके अकाउंट में सब कुछ हुआ और आपका डेबिट कार्ड ही क्लोन हो गया, तो मामला खत्म हो गया. ये मेरी पर्सनल धारणा. अग्निहोत्री
जी जी, बहुत सही बात है, बहुत सही अलर्ट किया. सही बात है, डेबिट कार्ड का तो पर्सनल अपना अकाउंट होता है, क्रेडिट तो क्रेडिट पर है, लिमिटेड है. हालांकि डेबिट कार्ड की भी लिमिट होती है और पासवर्ड बहुत होता है, बट वो कई बार हुआ तो उसी की
क्लोन हो
लिंक
नहीं,
निकाल.
क्लोन हो गया तो वो 10-10 हजार करके पूरे करोड़ों खत्म कर देगा.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, अच्छा अच्छा
लेकिन
अच्छा.
क्रेडिट कार्ड में ऐसा नहीं कर सकता. वो ₹1,00,000 की लिमिट है तो लाख ही
हाँ,
दे के वो बैंक चुप रह जाएगा, बाद में नहीं देगा.
हम्म. नहीं तो ये इसको गलत गलत ही रास्ता है. बैलगाड़ी से, साइकिल से उतने एक्सीडेंट नहीं होते थे जितने फास्ट मूविंग व्हीकल से होने लगे. वही हाल वही हाल इसका हो गया. तो आराम से आदमी बच के फुटपाथ पे चलता था और धीरे धीरे बैलगाड़ी कितना तो कुछ चल के जाएगी. तो जैसे जैसे हम विकास की तरफ बढ़े हैं, वो गति ने ही सबको जो है गर्त में ले जा रही है. चाहे पैसा हो, चाहे जान हो, चाहे चाहे मिलनसारियत हो, सब कुछ खत्म हो गई. इस गति ने सब खत्म कर दिया. सोशल जो इम्पैक्ट था, होली दिवाली मिलना जुलना, हर चीज इस गति ने खत्म कर दी है. सारे त्योहार फोन पर, मोबाइल पर खाली विश करके मना लिए जाते हैं. तो चीजें बहुत तेजी से बदली हैं, जिसमें कि फाइनेंशियल लॉस, सोशल टर्म्स का लॉस और एक हैवक क्रिएट होने वाली बात है. तो आज हम साइबर क्राइम के लेके कि भाई कॉम्बेट विद साइबर क्राइम, बी अलर्ट, ही हमारा स्लोगन है. कि अलर्टनेस हमें कुछ थोड़ा बचा सकेगी. और keep minimum involvement with the internet and debit card, credit card, and every such thing where the chances of say crime is there. वो बहुत जरूरी है. और हमारे आज के अतिथि वक्ताओं का हम बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं, आदरणीय डॉक्टर शेखर बसु जी का भी और डॉक्टर सुपर्णा सेन मुखर्जी जी का. बहुत ही गहराई से और बहुत कंसोलिडेटेड तरीके से पिन पॉइंटेड बातें बताई. और ये बड़ी इन्फॉर्मेशन, बल्कि आएंगे तो देखेंगे वीडियो पर तो और ज्यादा क्लियर समझ में आएगा कि कहाँ कहाँ हमको अलर्ट रहना, कहाँ कहाँ प्रिकॉशन लेना है. तो अब इस संबंध में प्रोफेसर पवन शर्मा जी ने भी एक जो लिटरेरी एस्पेक्ट था उसका, जो आज की तारीख में ऑनलाइन अवेलेबल है कि क्या करना चाहिए अगर किसी कोई ऐसे विक्टिमाइज हो जाता है, तो उसकी भी जानकारी दी. और साथ साथ अभी और कोई हमारे डॉक्टर किरण पाटिल जी जुड़े हुए हैं, कुछ नया बताना चाहें इसमें अगर, या डॉक्टर अजय किशोर चौबे साहब तो शुरू से आज हमारी फर्स्ट वेबिनार से जुड़े, लेकिन वो ऑडियो से नहीं जुड़े हैं. तो आप लोग अपना कोई और विचार रखना चाहें तो उसका स्वागत है, क्योंकि ये तो बड़ा सब्जेक्ट, बहुत ही अलार्मिंग सब्जेक्ट है. और हम लोग अपने समय की तरफ बढ़ चुके हैं, 11 हमारे कंप्लीट हो गया है. तो कोई डॉक्टर किरण जी पाटिल जी, नमस्कार. सर कोई चर्चा को आगे बढ़ाना चाहेंगे तो स्वागत है.
पवन के बारे में एक बात मैं बोलूंगा.
जी जी बताइए.
ये मल्टीपर्पस आदमी है.
अरे क्या बोल रहे.
बहुत गजब गुरु, तुम्हारा भगवान तुम्हारे ब्रेन को अद्भुत ढंग से बनाया है भाई, कितना ज्ञान है तुम्हारे अंदर में। मैं आज छोड़ नहीं पाया मोबाइल, मैंने कहा सुनते जाओ अंत तक सुनता ही रहा मैं। बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत धन्यवाद।
जुड़ते रहिए बस,
नींद
आपका
को
आशीर्वाद मिलता है।
नींद को जीत लिया आपने, इसलिए ये जो नींद उड़ा देने वाली घटनाएं होती हैं वैसा कुछ होता है, इसलिए नींद को सुरक्षित करने के लिए मोबाइल सुरक्षित रखिए। आप म्यूट हो गए, आप म्यूट हो गए।
एक बात, सबसे बड़ी बात जो मैं बोलने वाला हूं वो ये कि पैसे की अहमियतता खत्म हो गई।
हाँ, पैसे खत्म, संबंध खत्म, सब खत्म है,
सब कुछ खत्म हो गया। पैसे की कोई इज्जत नहीं। पहले हम लोग पैसे गिन के देते थे तो पैसे का एक मोह आता था, पैसे का मोह है इसने खत्म कर दिया।
मोह कटा फटा देखते थे, नकली तो नहीं है ये देखते थे, 50 बार गिनते थे, 4 बार कहीं ज्यादा तो ना चला जाए। अब तो आप कार्ड के पीछे 3 अंक भर दीजिए।
रिजल्ट क्या हो गया कि बैंक बैलेंस खत्म हो जाता है और उसके ओवरड्राफ्ट आपका हो जाता है, फिर पेनल्टी। ये सब कारण है आजकल की पैसों की तंगी के बहुत बड़े कारण हो गए आजकल। ये कार्ड सब जो है बहुत बड़ा कारण हो गया। पैसे की कीमत ही खत्म हो गई।
ये सही अर्थों में तो जुआ खिलाने वाली प्रवृत्ति हो गई है।
हाँ, बहुत तकलीफ होती है मेरे को।
पैसा उधार दे दिया, अब आप भुगतते रहिए ब्याज पर ब्याज, और नहीं तो दीजिए टाइम से।
मैं तो एक बात जानता हूँ, मैंने अपने जीवन में 1 पैसे की कीमत देखी। 1 पैसा किसको कहता है मेरे से कोई पूछे तो मैं कह सकता हूँ कि 1 पैसा मेरे लिए बहुत
कीमत तो आज भी बहुत है। एक नया पैसा जो था रुपए का 100वां भाग तांबे वाला, वो आज एक नया पैसा 10 रुपए में नहीं मिलता है।
बात वो नहीं है, मैं कह रहा हूँ कि पैसे की कीमत जो थी मैंने देखी, और आज 1 करोड़ रुपए की मट्टी देख रहा हूँ। आज 1 करोड़ रुपया क्या होगा? 1 करोड़ रुपया होगा, तुम्हारे पास होगा, लेकिन उस समय आज 1 करोड़ की कीमत नहीं है, और उस समय मेरे समय में 1 पैसे की कीमत थी। बस यही कहना है मेरे को। और ये ऑनलाइन पेमेंट, ये क्रेडिट कार्ड, डेबिट कार्ड